From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, time once again for another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. Back at the bar, back at Tommy Max. We're talking sports this time around. Brought to you by my good friends at the Bruss Nutter Wealth Advisory Team at Ponte Vedra Beach, the Southern Grill right down there on the South Bank. Some great Southern food and Goodfellas cigars. Cigar wines and spirits. Always great to have them on board. My guest today is Almon Gunter. Yeah, you know who he is. Big time sprinter back in the day, Olympic trial man, and does some awesome work out there. He's with H3 LLC and Kam Mitchell from Arkives. It's a vintage apparel store right here in town. Let's welcome them in. Almon,
yes, sir. What's up?
How are you, my friend?
Man, you doing good, brother?
Good to see you.
Yeah,
How you been? You and I go back. We met a long time ago through our friend Mark Broughton. Good friends of ours.
We back like Cadillac seats.
That's right, man.
Way back there, brother.
And you're busy as heck. You're writing your fifth book. You're
man.
Motivating people all over the place.
Yeah, still speaking, still working with student athletes, just flying all over the country and just having fun, brother.
Teaching kids how to run,
fast.
Fast.
They pay for speed, Tom.
They pay for
speed
kills
all day, brother.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, they pay
the faster, the better.
Yes, sir.
Were you always fast?
No.
Like when you were a kid?
No. I mean, I guess it's all relative, right? Yeah. You know, all of my cousins were bigger, faster, stronger, so I had to just kind of keep up.
Yeah.
And running was actually like a third love. Like I was big time football, basketball.
Okay.
And just ran track to stay in shape. And my mom's like, hey, no college football. You got to pick a different sport.
Okay.
So picked track and field, and I say she was a genius.
Nice.
Look at me, you know, couple Olympic trials.
And you went to Florida State, right?
Yeah.
And then what year were you when you went to the Olympic trials?
I was 92.
Okay.
And qualified in 96. And,
wow.
And, you know, at age 29 and 33, after taking 6 years off.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So, you know, I at 22, stopped running, came back at 28, started training. Rest is history.
So this show's all about sports is business in life.
Yes.
Everything you go through as an athlete, you go through in life.
Yeah.
You go through in business, right?
Well, it's all transferable. And I think that most people don't realize that we're all athletes. We're playing the greatest game of all, life.
That's right.
I mean, the moment you're born, you're a part of a team.
Yep.
And most people, you know, they don't make that real connection. But I mean, that's the beauty of athletics, is that it teaches you so many things, but every one of us is getting it on a daily basis. It's just that athletes are more disciplined and focused, and there's something we're always chasing. So actually
chasing it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and what I really do is I really help people just make that connection. You know, when I speak for companies, it's all about helping people make that connection.
Right.
Most people worry about the potential of a person. I go, man, I don't care about your potential. I care about your floor.
Yeah.
You know, your foundation. I mean, that's the real key. You don't have a strong foundation, you know, come on, big dog.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's never really about the sport. It's about your mental capacity to kick your own ass.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, that's look.
You're right.
If you've been playing a sport for 7 or 8 years, it ain't about the sport. You know, you get a kid who's, you know, 16. He's been playing baseball since he was 4. It's no longer about baseball.
Right.
You know, it's about who's going to show up and grind and put in work and do things right and be consistent. And it's never about the skill, baby.
Never give up.
Never about the skill.
Right. Never give up. Keep going.
It's about
learn
grinding.
from it all.
Yep.
The grit.
Well, and that's the thing, right?
The glory.
So I always say you never fail. I mean, you only fail if you don't learn. I mean, the bottom line is, are you learning?
Yeah. All right. What's Age3 LLC?
Well, you know, it's funny.
It's your name.
Yeah. Well, it is, but it really stands for athletes growing exponentially.
Okay.
Because they always give effort.
Yep.
And that's the Almon Gunter experience.
I love it.
That's
always give effort.
Always give effort.
AGE.
You got to do it, baby.
I like it. Can I borrow that?
You can all day, baby. Show us. That's why we on the show, baby. Just giving it to you. Broughton say, give him something good.
How can people find you today?
Where do we find AlmonGunterExperience.com.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. You're the man. You're the man. What's up, Kam?
How's it going,
How you doing, bro? Look at you with the vintage Jag gear on. I like it.
Sir.
That's even the original Jaguar logo.
Absolutely.
That the car company made them change.
Yeah,
I remember
sued. They got sued back in '94, man.
I remember that.
And the rest is history. That's what makes these type of pieces a little more rare.
Yeah.
Because this logo never hit the field. You know, you got the face logo that was the original hit the field, but this was all the promotional merch from the introduction of the team.
That is so cool. All right, so Arkives is the name of the store.
Yes, sir.
And you guys near Timeout Sports Girls.
Yep, right off Beach Boulevard and Hodges Plaza next to Timeout.
I saw your grand opening on Instagram. It was a huge hit, man. It was so cool.
It was crazy. I mean, I was running around like a madman, like a chicken with my head cut off. But the love and the support that we got from the city that day was something I'll never forget.
So you guys aren't just Jaguars, though. You're pop culture. culture, other teams, anything
so
vintage. Is
being in Jacksonville, obviously there's going to be a demand for the vintage Jaguars stuff because that's the home team. But we specialize in all things vintage: pop culture, music, movies, television, college teams, pro teams.
Nice.
We have everything, and we also have the sneakers too. We have all the new hype sneakers, the Dunks, the Yeezys, everything that the kids are going for these days.
That's fantastic.
Yes,
so who came up with the idea?
So, I mean, it kind of comes back with business and sports.
Yeah.
I've played basketball my whole life. I played in college at Stony Brook University.
Oh, cool, man.
And,
what'd you play? What position?
I was a shooter. In high school at Mandarin High, I was a point guard. And in college, I was a shooting guard.
Good for you.
Basically, though, with the sports and fashion, like especially basketball, fashion is a big thing within the basketball culture. So I was always into fashion. I was always into how I looked and how I presented myself because it was a way to express myself. So I've always been into the vintage clothing. And then I got out of school. I worked a couple corporate jobs, and my love for fashion was still there. So I wanted to kind of find a way to capitalize on it monetary wise. So I started slinging a couple of my personal t-shirts on the side. It kind of took off a little bit, and the rest is history.
That's
and here
great,
we are today.
That's duplicatable though too.
Absolutely.
Right? You can duplicate that. I didn't like this young buck, man. He's full of fire and got it down.
That's really what it's all about, right? And so it's about following your passion. I mean, you heard him say it, right? He always loved, fashion, but he's sports. And that's what I tell people, man. Athletes, we're so competitive.
Totally.
And it's all transferable. So, you got to chase what you love. I mean,
we're competitive, we're dreamers, and we're always trying to find a solution. Like right away, when something happens, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to find a way to fix it. That's how we're wired.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're always playing for this picture in our head, right? We always have this picture of how we think it should be.
The bigger picture.
It is. And so as an athlete, that's what's so awesome. Like you never quite get there. You just always keep chasing it. You keep hunting.
Kam, you guys are online as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So the best way to kind of follow what we have going on is Instagram for sure. It's at Arkives Jax, and it's ARK, not ARCH.
Right.
Arkives Jax on Instagram. We also have a YouTube video or a YouTube channel that we just started at Arkives Jax as well. Just to kind of give you some behind the scenes of what we got going, how we're running the store on a day-to-day basis, and kind of just get some behind the scenes of us, like personality-wise, other than just the store brand.
Yeah, right. Get to know you a little bit. That's important too, right? Show them who you are.
Well,
right?
I mean, that's the thing. At the end of the day, be your authentic self. You can be you better than you could be anybody else, and that's the real key.
Be genuine.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
genuine
it. That's
is
it.
the key.
I mean, again, be who you are, man.
Yeah.
I am who I am. Look, I'm a country. I grew up in Baldwin, and I live in Jacksonville. But if you ask me where I'm from Baldwin. I mean, I'm country. I'm always going to be country. That's who I am. And I like it.
And you can beat everybody in a race out in the street.
Well, that's what I tell people.
What about now? Can you still now?
Oh, come on.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to challenge. I know you'll beat me.
I keep the stuff in the truck.
I like that. I like that. You got the cone drills in the car.
I keep it in the truck,
That's great.
in case I got to get out and put in some work.
Great to have you both on. Best of luck.
Thank you for having me.
Go Jags.
Yes, sir. Go
Jags. Are they going to win this
baby.
weekend? What do you think?
I think so. I mean, we got the Colts number at home.
Yeah,
the Colts number at home. The Colts curse. So we'll see.
Although we were supposed to have Winston's number, and he tore us apart, so I don't know. We'll see. That's the game of football.
But that's it, right?
That is.
Every day's game day.
That's right.
There you go.
Great to have you guys, man. Love talking sports. Athletes, hey, business is sports, is life. It's like the wedding ring on my hand. It's forever. It's a circle forever. All right, if you like these kind of conversations, check out more at iwantabuzz.com. Until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.